right, everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of 4 Down Territory, and glad we made it to episode 3, Paris. I'm really glad that we haven't messed up yet, so let's keep the streak going. We have some topics to get right into today. First one we're going to get into is Aaron Rodgers' big injury over the weekend, tackled by Anthony Barr. Actually, dare I say, he was pile drived into the ground by Anthony Barr. His shoulder went straight down, and turns out he broke his collarbone.
That's a season right there.
That is, well, not necessarily. I think he can come back. I think, because I've seen broken collarbones before, and I think he can come back if the Packers were to make it to the conference championship. He could return for that, but without Aaron Rodgers, it's very unlikely with all the other high-flying teams in the NFC right now. So yeah, this is a huge loss, not only to the Green Bay Packers, but I think the NFL in general. Aaron Rodgers is a face. He's a face of the league, and I think a lot of people, I mean, he's obviously, this goes without saying, but he's one of the most popular in the league, and I think just for the NFL in general, this is a bad injury.
It is.
I think that this really, takes a toll on the league.
I could already see we have another injury in there, but, injuries are never fun to see, never fun to watch, so.
Right, yeah.
That just sucks that it happened to him.
Yeah, no, exactly. I feel like, we want to say to, Aaron Rodgers, get better, man. We want to see you back on the field very soon. And, we're all waiting for your return. We're going to step away. I know this has been more of a football podcast lately, but we actually cover all sports. Little do we know.
Even though it's called
Four Down Territory, and we have literally a logo of a football in our thing. Anyway, so the Yankees have won Game 5 yesterday. They are one win away from going to their 41st World Series, Paris. And with the way things are looking on the National League side, it looks like the Dodgers are going to be soon finishing off the Cubs. I can't say anything now because, maybe the Cubs make a comeback or something, but to me, it looks like the Dodgers got this all wrapped up. Yankees and Dodgers in the World Series. What are you thinking, man?
I like to see something new, at least.
Dude.
It would be good to see, at least the time to do something.
And that's so weird about baseball, dude. A couple years ago, we were talking about the Royals winning the World Series, and now they're not even making the playoffs anymore. Last year, we saw the Cubs win. This year, Yankees, Dodgers. Those are two teams that nobody thought at the end of the year we'd be here, but, the Yankees are the true underdogs right now. They are fighting. Aaron Judge, after starting the playoffs badly, has turned himself around and started playing some baseball. Gary Sanchez has been playing ball too. He's been doing real good for the Yankees, and I think, look, I know I'm jinxing the heck out of it right now, but like, Dodgers, Yankees in the World Series, who would you take in that?
Do you want my opinion, who do you think is legitimately going to win?
I want you to say, I want your honest opinion of who you think would win that World Series.
I'm pretty sure the Yankees are going to win.
Yankees?
I want the Dodgers to win, though.
I went on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at NicholasOwens08. I went on Twitter and said that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. I straight out went and said Dodgers are winning the World Series. Dodgers are going to win the World Series. The Yankees are going to make it to the World Series, but they're not going to finish. That is my prediction.
Strong words.
Strong words is something that has to do with our next topic here. Gordon Hayward, opening night of the NBA, take on the Boston Celtics, took on the Cleveland Cavaliers. May I say the new look Boston Celtics. Cleveland's got a new look too. But anyway, the real story here is, the main story going into the night was Kyrie going back to Cleveland. After all that drama this offseason saying, I don't want to play here anymore, I want to be traded. All the fans hated him, blah, blah, blah. They booed him last night too. But first 6 minutes of the game, the real story happened, and that's Gordon Hayward, the extremely expensive new addition to the Boston Celtics starting five, went up for an alley-oop and came down awkwardly and landed straight on his foot. He comes up, he sits up straight, he knows something's wrong. You hear the announcer go, Gordon Howard just broke his foot. And then they go put the camera on him and his foot is pointing in the opposite direction. It was really disturbing. If you haven't seen the video yet and you're very sensitive to disturbing things, I would not watch it. But it was, yeah, gore factor. It was very sad though. It was very sad. It's very deflating for the Boston Celtics right now. What do you think? What do you think?
Injuries like that happen a lot in basketball.
Right.
So, but to see that happen to someone really good.
Right.
Really good. And it was on a night where it would have never, like, no one expected that to happen. No one expected if you've seen that video, it was all over Twitter. Just all over social media.
Yeah, social media reacted very strongly to it.
It looked like a really bad injury. How long do you think he's going to be out for?
That's a season-ending injury.
Yeah,
right
that
there,
is.
unless
It does look like
he comes back in the playoffs or something. But even if they make the playoffs, I don't. With a not 100% Gordon Hayward, I see the Celtics being a playoff team, but I don't see him being a championship team, and that is the bottom line from me.
You don't think Celtics?
No, not anymore. With Gordon Hayward gone, Kyrie can't lead that team by himself. No way. NFL Week 7 preview pairs. We're getting back to the basics, getting back to football here. This weekend in NFL big games, we have Thursday night football. And again, we want to point out that this was filmed the day of Thursday, and meaning that by the time you're hearing this, we air on Fridays. This game will have already happened. Tonight we have Chiefs-Raiders in Oakland. The Chiefs just coming off a loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the may I mention that the Chiefs just got their first loss of the season. And the Raiders are a team that we thought would be, championship contenders once again like last year. But this year they have just not lived up to the potential at all that they should be. So, two struggling teams. I don't want to say that the Chiefs are struggling, but two teams that are equal right now are going against each other on Thursday Night Football. Short week.
The Raiders were bad in the past few seasons.
They were bad in the past few seasons, but they've built up through the draft, and now they're
doing good.
Yeah, now they're playoff contenders. I think there's a couple teams out there like that right now, but we're gonna move on to the.
How about the Jaguars?
The Jaguars. Okay, if you want me to talk about the Jaguars on my own podcast right now. The Jaguars, my friend, have one of the, you know what, I'm going to say the best defense in the league right now. Nobody is matched up with their defense, but their offense, Blake Bortles is single-handedly draining this team and holding this team back from what they could really be. And I think next year, Doug Marrone, Tom Coughlin, I don't care who's listening. If anybody's listening to me right now, I say, God dang it, draft Baker Mayfield next year in the freaking first round. That is what I will say. Next big game of the night will be LA Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals. That game will be played in Los Angeles. The Saints versus the Packers. The Packers' first game without Aaron Rodgers against the high-flying Saints right now, surprisingly. And that game will be in Green Bay. And then Sunday Night Football. Super Bowl rematch. Patriots-Falcons in New England. Should be a really fun game to watch, actually. And then Monday Night Football. We have Eagles and Redskins. So, we're going to make our game predictions here. Chiefs and Raiders. Who are you taking, my friend?
I'll take Raiders.
You going to take Raiders in that one?
Just because.
An upset. You're calling the upset right now. Can you explain why?
I just like to see teams that completely garbage last season do really well, and I hope that they keep up with that.
I don't think they were garbage last season. I think they were garbage a few seasons ago.
Were they?
Last year the Raiders were Super Bowl contenders, and then Derek Carr got hurt, so they lost in the wild card. Actually, both their first and their second string went down, so they were down to like this rookie.
Never mind. I want Chiefs to win.
I think I'm gonna take Chiefs too, and Oakland. I'm gonna for Cardinals Rams. I'm taking the surprisingly, I'm gonna take the Rams. I'm gonna take the Rams in Los Angeles. I think home field advantage is gonna, and Todd Gurley's gonna have. I think Todd Gurley's gonna have best game of the year in this game, honestly. Saints and Packers.
Who does the Packers have as backup?
A kid by the name of Brett Hundley.
There's no way. Saints.
I think I'm going to take Saints in this one, too. I think the Aaron Rodgers injury is just going to stunt this team too much, and the team already doesn't have a run game, so now they don't have a pass game either. So, well, what are you going to do?
It's kind of hard to score without those.
Yeah, exactly. The two things that you're supposed to do on offense, kind of hard to win games without it. Sunday night football, New England Patriots, Atlanta Falcons in New England. Who are you taking?
I don't know.
That is actually a tough matchup because the Falcons haven't been living up to potential lately either. The Falcons just had a overtime loss to the Miami Dolphins after leading 17-0. The Dolphins came back, won 20-17, and then the week before that they lost to the Bills. I think that was 31-24. I think, and yeah, and then the Patriots too. That defense is disgusting, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, it is literally hot dumpster fire garbage. Like, that is Bill Belichick, man. I thought better of you. But, I really thought that.
Let's say Patriots because I know what happened last year.
So, based off of what happened last year, you're going to take the Patriots?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. I think Matt Ryan gets his revenge. Matty Ice comes out. Now, neither of these teams are very good right now, and I don't see any of them getting back to what they were last year. But I think in this game right here, I think it's going to be a close matchup. Actually, well, it's going to be close, but it's going to be high scoring because both defenses are hot garbage. So I think that the Falcons pull out the win in this one. And then I'm going to do my Chris Boomer impression here. Monday Night Football! Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins in Philly. I'm taking Carson Wentz and the high-flying Philadelphia Eagles because not only am I a low-key fan of the Eagles, but I also believe that the Redskins defense is not going to be able to stop Carson Wentz all night. I really don't. And LeGarrette Blount has been on fire lately. I will say that.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
I think the 5-1 Eagles take down the, 4-2 Redskins? I want to say 4-2. I think it's 4-2. Well, everyone, this has been episode 3 of... Wait, we already have an outro.
We do?
We do.
What is it?
It's already pre-recorded. So, that will be the end of our podcast. I don't really know how to end that right there. I think I'm just going to have to cut it. But thanks for listening, everyone, I guess.
Bye.
Bye. This guy appreciates